Hey everybody, Juan here. Welcome back to the channel today. Today is a very special day because we have officially reached 2,000 subscribers, and that is just awesome. I have no way to really describe this other than just to say I'm incredibly grateful. I'm humble because I think the biggest fear for any content creator, whether it be a gamer, a fashion vlogger, anything like that, the biggest fear is that you spend so much time and energy on a particular video or on a variety of videos, and then nobody watches them because there's so much content out there. And the fact that I have people that I know join the streams, watch the videos, enjoy them, despite the fact that I don't focus on a particular type of video, even though I'm a gaming channel, but I have Wii U stuff, I have PS3 stuff, I have stuff that I no longer do. One of my top 10 most viewed videos is about me freaking reviewing Pop-Tarts. So just think about how much has changed. And I want to give a shout out because real talk, I did not know what to do for a 2000 celebration video special extravaganza. And on a previous stream, Tony Rose live suggested that I do a reaction video of my first gaming video. So I thought that that would be pretty fascinating. So in this video, I'm gonna be critiquing the hell out of myself as we take a look at these videos, and I'm gonna be pausing, giving my reactions. It's gonna be two different videos. So the first one was a promo to a dead website, because even though I actually began the road to gaming videos via streaming on Twitch when it was Justin.tv, Justin.tv. Most people don't even know about that. And that was what I loved to do. But eventually we started to have a lot of upload problems in Puerto Rico. It still happens on a regular or semi-regular basis. So I realized that it was giving me too much anxiety, the whole thing of hitting start streaming only to see the drop frames, and I would go insane. So I developed a gaming channel where I could just be myself and not focus on getting them millions of views. I didn't want to be an over-the-top person. I just wanted to be myself, and that is important because now we're going to be taking a look at the promo video. So this is before the actual channel launched on VidMe, and we'll talk about all that, but let's just watch, react, and see what Juan was thinking about. Oh yeah. High intensity gaming content, people. Exclusive. See, that didn't hold up. Yeah, that's a website. We'll talk about that. A channel built based on community interaction. So, hey, at least there is some consistency because I still pride myself on reaching out through the comments and all that. So this video was modified. It was exported on February 22nd, 2017. So that was on March 3rd, 2017. So this was 2 years ago. And because I didn't want to be over the top, I was like, I'm going to be the opposite. So literally, I just fell asleep with John Cena laying on my chest, and I had Ryback just hanging out back there. This was in the living room. We still live in the same apartment, but we do not play games there. We haven't played games there in years. This is before we even had an air conditioner in our office. So we would actually have, for whenever I would record videos and things like that, I would have to pause only to wipe myself off with a towel. People, we live in Puerto Rico. So imagine streaming 2-3 hours, working on a video. By the end of the video, you're like, oh my goodness, people. So the one thing I want to bring up about this, I mentioned VidMe. VidMe was aiming to be a competition for the smaller channels that were not getting a spotlight on YouTube. And honestly, it looked like a good idea on premise. They even launched like a subscription model where you could directly support your creators without having to launch a Patreon. You could do exclusive videos. But eventually, a lot of people, bigger people from YouTube did start making videos on VidMe. They began being featured. And the VidMe creators, they kind of changed a little bit. It seemed like their mindset was like, well, what's going to be your motto this week? What's going to be your hook? What's going to be your angle this week? And it became very challenging. And that's when I began to do this channel right here. Before it was Player Juan, as you can see, it was called Epic JC. And Epic JC was because I was going to be part of a website called The Epic Times. My second last name starts with a C, And JV just didn't really roll off the tongue. So Epic JC wasn't even a nickname if you think about it. Epic was in reference to the website, J for Juan and C for my last name. Because I've always been bad with nicknames. I mean, even now, I love the punniness of player Juan, but I don't even consider it a nickname. But without further ado, we're going to go back here. And this is the official first video that I published on VidMe in terms of gaming content. This video lasts 9 minutes and 40 seconds. So obviously I'm not going to play the entire video in full and then react because this would be 5 hours long. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to hit play, I'm going to pause, talk about the behind the scenes. There's definitely some stuff here that I stopped doing completely, other things that I kind of miss doing but haven't had the time, but we'll get to that. So let's pop these babies on and hit play. As you can see, this is a continuation. It's like, here we go, here we go. So already a couple of things have changed, including that terrible idea of facial hair. Oh my goodness, I'm cringing right now. Even though it was like 2 years ago, it feels like forever. Holy crap, I have aged. We have rails in that, so I can no longer stand there if I wanted. That's the front of our apartment. But let me just play this completely because there's some dialogue.
It's time. But what if they don't like me? You know what? Yes, I can do this.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do this thing.
So literally the entire process for the video is like, I didn't know what to make my first gaming video about. So I decided to make my first gaming video about my first gaming video, which looking back is like a cheap student project. That wall that you see there, that was my background for a long time. I'm looking at the wall where that used to be. So you see that little bit of green screen in the video, that's actually where the gaming collection is right now. And that's not the same microphone, even though it's the same brand, that microphone is dead. It stopped working. So let's just go here.
Ready to go. Record my first video. What do people want me to play? We got Bo here. Brother, you gotta man up and start playing some horror games. Cut the lights out and play some Alien. No. Echo Alt, I gain pleasure from seeing you scared out of your mind.
That was actually just straight up my Logitech C920 webcam. I was just pointing it at the screen. And yeah, I actually got a lot of my friends involved. I reached out to a few people. I'm like, hey, I want to get you involved in my video. So I didn't exactly tell them what to tweet me, but just be like, hey, have it be something horror themed because I want it to be I wanted that to be part of the video because at the time, and that's still in many ways the case, people were doing all these videos of them getting spooked out. You know, you think about PewDiePie and all those people. So I wanted to sort of delve into that a little bit.
You're a sick human being. Souls-like, we got action adventure. I'm all for horror games. No. Okay, even my wife wants me to play horror games. And then once again, we got Alien Isolation. I think I actually got Alien Isolation on the Humble Monthly.
Just looking over there right now, I'm seeing what's actually still at home and what's not. Even my speech pattern has dramatically changed. I don't know why. I think that just happens as you become more comfortable. When you make a channel, I think the biggest challenge is like, who are you, right? And because I was trying to find myself, I just wanted to experiment, you know, and that's what you get on screen. On the bottom left there, you see my wrestling video game collection, which has since then tripled. Almost, I have like 50-something wrestling games, so not bad at all.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so you notice there's a transition that I no longer do there. Literally, because I got lazy, and I'm like, I don't think it added that much to it. I wanted to legitimately just back away from the reactions, the overly abundant expressions in videos. That camera angle took me hours to make. So I did that with the green screen that you saw previously, but I didn't know like where to put my camera. Because even right now in this video, I was like, where do I put myself in this one here? And naturally, you see there's a dramatic improvement in camera quality between this one. This is a Lumix G85, a Panasonic camera. That's this Logitech C920 there. But I just did that cutoff because I thought it looked cool. But let's keep watching the video.
Welcome to my first ever gaming video right here on Epic JC, exclusively on VidMe. My name is Juan, aka JC. Call me whatever you want. What matters is that the game that I'm going to be playing and I'm going to be conquering right now is called Alien Isolation. People tell me it's scary. I think otherwise. So let's just get to it.
Something that I did there that I had watched this video just like skimming through just to make sure it worked because my hard drive at the time got corrupted. So I just wanted to make sure this video was working. But I'm a big fan of wrestling, and something I've wanted to sort of bring back is that fake enthusiasm, like that promo style to some videos in particular. I'm going to be trying some stuff in 2020. Hopefully it works, but I don't know. I just want to leave my comfort zone in that regard, but let's watch this.
You're doing good, Tim.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh! Wait, that's the new ship, right? Oh, no. No. Someone you always know working... Someone new you always know working Joe. Is there
Something worth pointing out here is that this is my first gaming video, titled literally my first gaming video. But for example, Alien Isolation, I did a video about this specifically. I did a video about this arc and another game, and I just cut it down here. The idea is that this first one would give you a preview of what was to come, because initially, and you can sort of see this, it was going to be more of a Let's Play channel, because I really didn't know what I was going to be like. I didn't know my identity here, so that's what you got.
I feel like that needs a comma. Ooh. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, where am I? Wait, am I being dragged? Wait, seriously? You didn't even see me.
So another thing I wanted to challenge myself with, and maybe I could do this down the line, like one Let's Play style video a month, though personally, I have replaced that with the streams, and I think I have a lot more fun because I get to interact with you. But something that I like to do and challenge myself in these videos is like, it's really easy to just go like, oh my God, ah! Or jump scares. I wanted to be able to be better at improvisation. So it's like, if something happened, could I say something witty live?
How the hell? Oh, oh.
See anything yet?
You gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh. What is that? Oh.
Just to be clear, I actually make most of those sounds even off camera, because I don't particularly love them horror games, even though I just beat Silent Hill 2 for the first time. I beat Resident Evil 2 for the first time this year, but they're not exactly my games, and the anxiety goes up. So there are games that I can play for like short bursts. So just know, like, what you're seeing there is legitimate reactions. I'm not acting there. Like, my wording is stuff that I'm trying to do improv on, but what you're seeing there, it's legitimately me.
Oh no! We're starting the part of...
See, like, that was legit just yelling because you didn't hear the character immediately. So, like, let's see if we can go back and just capture
starting
that.
the part...
See here. Just look at that. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's just look at that for a second. You okay, Juan? You okay, buddy? I almost cried working on this video because I get lost very easily in games. And I thought that, oh, it's going to be easier. I'm going to play like 30 minutes of it. I'm going to be done very quickly. But I kept getting lost. And I'm like, I'm getting lost in a game genre that I don't even necessarily love, right? Which I don't think anybody would love to have something like that happen. And it got to a point where I was like, is this the right game? Like, I know I'm kind of poking fun at a genre that I don't like, but I think there is something to these videos. Plus, you want to get some of them views. And it was very frustrating. So I played like 2 hours of this game to have like 20, 30 minutes worth of footage to utilize. But I do suffer from anxiety. So when things like that happen, it became very difficult. And I think it's one of the reasons that I stopped doing a lot of Let's Play videos, because it does put that pressure on you where if you're not doing great, it's on you. Whereas if you're presenting something, you have a lot more control over that.
Done. I couldn't even play Lone Survivor, which was a 2D horror game.
Also, that shelf. That's it. I just wanted to say that shelf.
And they want me to play this? There's got to be something simple, not too complicated, that I can do for my first video.
I forget which website I went there to do that. So there's a lot of little things, like Steve Shavinsky is a character from a series I used to do on a YouTube channel called Bite That. It was called Fight Night. You can check out Bite That Fight Night. You can search that.
I do have Ark. Played that for like 10 minutes on a stream once with Nicole. I'll give it a shot again. Welcome to my first ever gaming video right here on VidMe. My name is Juan, aka JC, and because we're starting things out right here on,
What you're about to see right now legitimately happened.
why not start out with surviving with Ark Survival Evolved? I got to make sure I can feed myself. I can build a place that I can maybe
Build that
grow
place,
family
Juan.
at. And it has. Well, what the hell? Well, yo! What the hell, man? I just spawned. Dude, I just started playing the game.
You cannot ask for a better beginning for a video about this game. Like, what are the odds that the place that the game decides to spawn me in, there's already enemies, they're already attacking me. So, like, how long was that? Like 10 seconds? In 10 seconds, I'm dead.
Oh, I defecated. Look at that. I'm so proud of that. It's like perfectly
round.
circular, and I can pick it up. Everyone poops. Just walking, and every time I step away from the campfire, it reminds me that I'm cold. I go back to the campfire. I'm not cold. And then when I leave the campfire, it tells me I'm cold. So I go back to the campfire, and then I'm not cold.
If there's one thing I love about games like this is that because it's a blank canvas, right? Like, there's not a particular story being told. Just making a story out of nothing is fun. So I think I far enjoyed these games on video rather than stream or even just playing, like, not content wise, because it's like, okay, I get to tell a story with everything that's not happening. Like, that's your job.
And now I'm encumbered. See, now I don't have to worry about just pooping and getting food and not getting cold
It's
and
a
then
full-time
hot
job.
and then starving to death. Now I have too much stuff on me. Look, this isn't working. I appreciate the tweets and the polls, but I tried your horror game. Not for me. I tried Ark, and all I did was poop a lot. So I think let's just keep it simple. I'm going to go to my Steam library, get a game from there.
Where's that bow tie? I forgot where I put it.
High definition graphics, high stakes gameplay. It's going to be a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first ever gaming video right here exclusively at VidMe. My name is
Hello.
Juan, aka JC, and far too many channels out there focus on the violent video games, blood and gore. It's nice to have a place, a location, where you can just sit down and enjoy a nice, soothing session of Flight
Soothing,
Control
Juan.
HD,
Soothing.
available on Steam.
There is a thing that I was talking about there that I did try for a little while, which is like every game or most games have a high level of violence, and this is before Adpocalypse and all of that, or before it kept happening, right? Where nowadays you got to be careful with the thumbnails and things like that. But I did contemplate, like, what if I do a channel focused on non-violent video games? But then I realized, honestly, I got bored. It felt too artificial for me. It felt like that's just not what I like. And it's not that I love blood and gore, because it's really not my thing in games. But I didn't want to keep limiting myself and saying, oh, I can be a channel about this. I can be a channel about that. Even though SEO-wise, and when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, maybe that's the best way to go. I just didn't feel like that was me.
See, I feel like being a daredevil, so I will make the game go fast forward. So this way, time goes by quicker.
I want to do more stuff like this.
Now I got 2 planes
like
that have landed.
unbelievably laid back games.
Uh-oh. That plane's being naughty, not following the rules.
Ooh.
We've got 5 planes that have landed now, and we're about to make it 6.
Oh,
we
snap.
got a helicopter in here. Things are getting naughty.
I remember
We got
that.
2 helicopters making their way to the airport, which, by the way, this is a oh no! People may crash. The music's gone. My favorite part of this game is the music. So you
Right.
get rid of that, I have no reason to play this damn thing. Come on, man. Did they make that DLC? Uh-oh. 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 Okay.
Yeah, on the video.
Okay. This is
Hey, remember how I said that some of the files were corrupted? Apparently, this one kind of is as well. So
now getting
I'm hoping
very
we're
tough
able
now.
to progress.
Okay, too many planes for me. Too many.
No!
Ah, damn.
Oh, come
Damn.
on, Juan.
Oh, now
You're
the music's
pathetic.
back. Now you feel like doing it. Can you imagine playing this type of game without the fast forward button? It would get aggravating after a while, man.
Games have gotten so dramatically quicker that you look at something like this, even in fast forward, and it seems like it's running in slow motion. And I think that's actually a problem. I think that there is something to just scaling things back. Not everything has to be solved in a matter of seconds. because you see all these problems, with the topics of suicide and mental health and anxiety. And when you need everything to happen immediately, eventually it catches up to you. And that's why even myself, at this point, I was working on multiple YouTube channels and streams and all that. And I did it to get away from the real world problems, but eventually this became a problem. So even myself, like as of the recording yesterday, I made sure like I'm not going to edit a damn thing. There is something about maintaining your wellness, maintaining your mental health.
This is more frightening than alien isolation. I just noticed after all this time, not all the rep planes are the same kind of plane. So I feel dumb, never realizing that before. I'll just have everybody go far back. You will land there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting our groove on.
It's sad. I'm watching this and it's almost like I'm playing the game as I'm watching myself play the game. It's like a little bit of flight controlception, Juanception going on.
It does cause almost as much anxiety as Alien does. Oh my God. Okay.
No!
Somebody damn it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. And just like that, that was my first game.
Okay, so before I forget, a lot of physical changes here. If you see where those titles are and that television is, I'm looking right now where those used to be. Right above the red championship, that's where the air conditioner is later installed. That's the one that we have now. Oh my goodness. I love you. Please never leave our home office here. So that was different. That right back there in that white wall, we painted that up. It's like blue and gray. We have our gaming collection there. So even in the comfort level, I think it's just a much better place here. We have an arcade machine back here, so it's just cool to see all those little changes on screen.
Gaming video. No, but really, all funny stuff and charades aside, I do want to thank you and welcome you to my channel here exclusively at VidMe. It's going to be related to video games, entertainment, pop culture. I want to have a really good time directly with you, because I want this channel to be driven by all of us combined, because with the world of video games as an example, there are a lot of games out there that are really, really easy to overlook. So your comments, your interaction on Twitter, which is EpicJC.
It is no longer that. It is now my real name. So just in case. And you notice I don't exactly say it out loud, but another real big goal I had at the time were indie games, were independent games. The problem is that I realized I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to dedicate to the video games. And I didn't want to be that person that just played a game for 5 minutes and left an impressions video on that. And I made it seem as if I completed the game or something. And honestly, like I wasn't finding enough games that I loved. I was finding a lot of games that it was like, oh, they're okay. I didn't want to be the channel, the OKJC channel, right?
Through polls, through tweets, through comments, the channel is slowly going to shape up into one lean, mean, awesome machine.
So that's actually not been all that different now. I think I went away from that for a while, but the most fun that I have now is actually having those YouTube polls and asking you what would you like to see me stream, and doing the streams every 2 to 3 weeks and having fun like that. I have the Mixer channel now, and it's just about like, do the stuff that you care about.
So if you have any recommendations, advice, don't be shy. Drop that comment. I will be doing content like Let's Plays. Maybe some games are a little bit too long and I can't get to playing the whole game here. I'll make sure to do at least a video or two and then give my reaction about that game at the very end. I also have some topics about the world of video games that I've always wanted to showcase in a video format, and this will be the platform to do so.
So that's another important thing, and I still do that sporadically, like other topics. It's like the first thing that I found a passion for in videos on VidMe at the time were videos where I wasn't even playing games. I was talking about the video games. I've done videos in this channel talking about where, how Final Fantasy VIII has helped me battle depression and digital versus physical media, and I enjoy those. Understandably, those videos don't do as well, but I think like you got to have a balance of the videos that will objectively do well from a video and viewership and subscribing standpoint, but you also want to have those side projects that it's like, hey, maybe this doesn't do a ton of views, but it showcases what I'm passionate about. And I think being able to go back and forth between those two things has been really good for my mental health, because for a while, I'm not going to lie and saying that this must have been like early 2018, early 2018. I want to say like I was producing videos based on algorithm. And yeah, the views did go up. I'm not going to lie, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled. And I think that's very important. I think you got to be able to check yourself and be like, that's not you. That's not you. That's not what you want to do.
Thank you once again for taking time to hit that play button here. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. I got a lot of ideas, but between you and me, this interaction is going to be the real awesome thing that keeps me motivated to producing a lot more content. So thank you so much. Get ready for the journey because it's going to be a good one. There's going to be some good games. There's going to be some bad games, but all in all, it's going to be one hell of a good time.
I like that music in the background. I think visually, I spent a lot more time on the graphics, but I spent less time on this guy right here in terms of presenting who I was. I think that I was afraid to maybe be obnoxious sometimes and be serious. I live with anxiety, as I mentioned, so my level of enthusiasm varies drastically, and you can even see it right now on the channel. I can guarantee you, like, pick on a month-to-month basis and you'll see my enthusiasm changes drastically, and that's not by choice. That's not that I can't keep a character or something. It's like I like to be genuine, and it's like if this is how I'm feeling today, that's how I'm gonna talk, that's how I'm gonna record. Sometimes I don't feel the best emotionally that day and I just don't record, right? It's like if I can't be your friend, I don't want to be able to do something like that. And it really was just fun. I think like that's pretty much the video. Let me just get to the end here. There's 10 more seconds. I think it's just so people had a chance to subscribe or something. It was fun. It was really fun to be able to look back at this. I have multiple videos. As I mentioned, I do have an extended version of that Alien Isolation video. I don't know what the future holds for me as a content creator, as just a person online. Yeah, I think people spend too much time categorizing who they are. Like, oh, I'm an influencer. I am a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I'm just a dude that likes to make videos that hopefully people enjoy watching, that maybe you're compelled to comment or join a stream and you can talk with me. The reason that you see in that video that I'm so expressive about the importance of just being me and the community engagement is that because growing up I was so alone, video games weren't the cool thing that they are now, even though some people still at the end of the day don't comprehend what video games are. But I wanted to be able to be that platform where other people can join, check out the comment section, whether it's good or bad, people are connecting with one another. And that's where I think the streams really fit in, you know? Ultimately, when you record a video, you're not getting a live reaction. You're putting the video out there and you don't know what the first comment is going to be, negative or positive. I can't wait, to see what's going to happen with the channel. Right now, I see that some of the videos that are doing great are the Wii U videos and the subscription service videos like Game Pass, like PlayStation Now, things like that. The reason that I'm so open about when I ask, hey, if you have ideas, suggestions, is because I don't like to do one type of video. If I were a Let's Play only channel, I know I would be able to be searched more often. I know more people would find me. Honestly, that would drive me insane. If I was only a subscription model service channel where I reviewed that would drive me insane. For my mental health, for my motivation, in order for us to have an awesome time, I just love to have a little bit of everything. Couple of weeks, Wii U, PS3, PS2, 360, Xbox One, PS1, Game Pass, just going back and forth. Like, that's what I love. So really just let me know, like, what have you liked in the channel when you subscribe to me? If you're a subscriber, when did you subscribe? What was the video that compelled you to subscribe? I would love to know all of that, but I said it at the beginning and I'm going to say it right now. Thank you so much. Many changes are going to be happening in 2020. My wife and I may or may not be moving to a brand new home, whether it be to the one that we were thinking about now or another one. But I have a lot of aspirations. I come from a digital production background. My passion legitimately is producing videos, going as far back as me being 6 years old. I'm 30 now. So this isn't a new thing. This isn't a fad for me. I've grown up always wanting to do stuff like this. So if you've enjoyed the ride, if you've enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed anything I've done, do consider subscribing or sharing the videos, the thumbs up, all of that stuff. But sincerely, just every comment, every share lets me know that, hey, I'm doing something that people enjoy. And at the end of the day, that makes me feel pretty darn awesome. So up until next time, here's to thousands upon thousands more. But more importantly than that, I don't want to be able to celebrate the 3,000 as much as I'm going to be able to celebrate the now. Everybody that's watching now, that's what I care about. I don't care to have a channel with 50 million subscribers. If we go look 10 years from now and that happens, awesome. But more than numbers, I care about the substance. I care about who's there and what are we doing to get to know each other a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and here's to a lot more people. Here's to 2020, even though the year's not over, but I'm getting rambly. I'm gonna hit the stop recording button, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, gang.